I-85 northbound, South Carolina, exit 77. We got about 5 miles up here to Blacksburg. We're going to be stopping to do another load check. On a nice, easy drive today, heading over to Mebane, North Carolina. Where we're going to spend the night. And in the morning, we're heading over to Raleigh to make a delivery. And then we'll head over to Clayton, North Carolina after that to make a pickup, going all the way out to near Fort Collins, Colorado. Dang, Nat got in here. All right. Mr. Josh, how you doing? I wouldn't mind driving a Mack. I like that Mack Anthem. I always thought that was a nice looking vehicle. But gotta slow down for some construction here. Gotta slow down to 55. But for the moment, I am very happy doing what I'm doing. So I cannot complain. Well, I could, but not going to do any good, so there you go. Let this guy over so everybody's nice and safe. Set our thing at 50, set our cruise at 55, just to roll on nice and easy. No, I have not, and I'm not a big fan of the digital stuff. Now it's okay, but well, like I said, we're set up for the oversized stuff, so you know, standard mirror, fisheye, and you know, and one that we can extend out, you know, several feet, about almost 2 foot out from where it sits right now. So it does work. I think we may see a sign telling us to move to the left lane here, but we will see what happens. Like I said, we're heading up here to Mebane, North Carolina, which is about 45 minutes away from Raleigh. In the morning, we'll get to where we need to go, deliver these 2 Caterpillar wheel loader buckets. Then down to Clayton, or over to Clayton, whichever it is. We're picking up a 914 Caterpillar wheel loader with its bucket. Yeah, here we go. There's a sign to use the left lane, so we're going to get ourselves over here nice and safely. Hey, come on. You shouldn't be speeding, so you shouldn't be passing. How you doing, my friend? Are you still up in Baston? truck up here, big huge orange sign telling you to be in the left lane, isn't riding in the left lane like you're supposed to. There he finally goes. There you go. That's how you do your job properly. Well, my truck is pretty decent. I mean, granted, you know, half of what I take is big old, you know, scoops, you know, just the wind just beats against it. So, you know, we're not intended for good gas mileage. Let's see, I'm on this trip so far, at least today, 6.7 miles per gallon. We have 2 Caterpillar wheel loader buckets. We only weigh, you know, each of them weighs 5,800 pounds, so less than 12,000 pound load. So we are below 50,000 pounds total. Yes, we are cooking tonight on the live stream for Facebook and for YouTube. We are making fresh, 100% made myself butter. I didn't grow the cow, I didn't milk the cow, but after that point, we're gonna make the butter from the heavy whipping cream and a little bit of salt that we have. That's the only thing we're gonna put into it. We're gonna turn it into butter and buttermilk. And we're gonna make pancakes with the buttermilk. And depending on how much buttermilk I have left, after that, I probably might put that on some chicken thighs to make some fried chicken. I have 2 thighs in there that I have nothing on, so I can soak them in the buttermilk for a couple days, about a day, 2 days. So we might be doing some fried chicken. We're gonna soak that in the buttermilk, get that all nice flavored up and tenderized and chickenized, don't know what you want to call it. So we're gonna make butter, we're gonna make buttermilk, we're gonna make pancakes, we're gonna make fried chicken. Oh, pardon me. So a good use of our ingredients. It's a 2018, Josh. All right, 21 miles to Blacksburg. We're gonna stop in there, gonna do a load check. I'm going to adjust my outrigger mirror here. I mean, it's not necessary for me to drive with it, but I like to have it straight so I can actually see what's going on. You know, I think I bumped it when I got in the truck, and it wasn't important enough to fix or necessary enough to fix, so there we go. Yeah, if you did 55 miles an hour, you wouldn't have to worry about passing people now, would you? You're only in a work zone. It says 55. It's a Pilot Flying J up here. I believe it's the Pilot that I'm going to swing into at Blacksburg. Exit 106, basically right at the border, pretty much, or right close to the border, like maybe 5 miles away at the most. I said, we're just going to get out, check our load, make sure our straps are good, make sure all the edge protection is good, check our tires, our electrical lines, air lines, make sure the trailer's still attached. I mean, I can see it in the mirrors, but let's get out and check it anyway. And one of these years or decades, they'll actually finish, you know, this stretch of highway. They've been working on it forever. Yeah, don't worry about the guy doing 60 there. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about the guy doing 60, 65. They don't count. Gaffney, 7 miles. Stopped in at Gaffney many a times. Over 50 and fantabulous. How you doing, Lynn? Good morning to you out there in Oregon. We got about 70 degrees almost. Cloudy. I mean, I could have done with a little bit more sunshine, but whatever. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff pulled off of the truck yesterday. So I got about 4 medium-sized boxes of clothes and some other things I just didn't need on the truck. Thank you, Len. Appreciate it. So we got all that. We got a lot of excess stuff pulled off the truck that we just didn't need. It'd be nice to have all that extra stuff, but I don't have that much space. I need to watch weight always. So, you know, it's just, that Mac Entertainment. How you doing, sir? Welcome. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, it's not much. I don't do it for the fame, the fortune, or anything else. I just do it as kind of a diary for myself. And, you know, I enjoy, you know, talking with people, and I never thought I'd be a quote-unquote filmmaker or movie maker, but here I am doing this stuff and blowing all kinds of money on camera equipment and stuff like that. So I'm having fun. I enjoy doing it. I don't care if anybody watches me. I started with 0, and if I was still at 0, I'd be perfectly happy. There you go. All right, Gaffney, South Carolina. There's the Big Peach right up there. I don't know if you can make it out, right next to the trees on the left-hand side. We got about 16 miles to go to the Pilot Blacksburg, exit 106. And one of these years or decades, like I said, they're going to actually finish working on this. You know, it's been ridiculous how long I-85 here near Gaffney has been sitting like this. I mean, tear up the old asphalt, regrade it, put the new foundation in, put the new asphalt down. Doesn't seem that hard to me to do, but there you go. Good morning, sir. Sorry, I can't read your name. Master Chef. Oh, there you are. Mr. Master Chef Cooking. You want to see, besides what I do for cooking, Master Chef does a pretty good job. I've got some good ideas from this gentleman right here for cooking in the truck, for cooking, period. Go check him out. I think you might find some good recipes. Well, Master Chef, hopefully you tune in tonight to the live stream. We're going to be making some fresh butter in the truck. We're going to make some buttermilk pancakes because we have the buttermilk left over. And we're going to start some chicken soaking in the buttermilk for some fried chicken in the next couple of days. GoPro Black, the 8, yep. I just recently got the 9. I'm using the 7 right now on my head, just because it's lighter. Damn gnat got in here, honking me off. But I got the Hero 9 up in the window, which I do a lot of the driving with. But I got the Hero 7 on my head. Well, thank you, Josh. You gotta do an episode yourself tonight? Well, I guess hopefully we're not competing. Typically about 6 p.m. Eastern is when I do my live cooking show from right here in the sleeper. So hopefully, maybe if we're going over each other, I'll still tune in after that to see what you're cooking up. Like I said, easy load from Waco, Texas to Raleigh, North Carolina, 1,400 miles. I picked up last Tuesday. Lots of, a good amount of home time I was allowed to take on this trip. So, good. That I got done when I needed to get done, for the most part. And some of the things that I had long term that I was going to do down the road a ways, I went ahead and did because it was just more convenient to do right now. One, stopped by, saw my sister, saw my friends, had dinner, had lunch, spent time with friends and family. One of the things that's a long-term thing I was going to be doing later, but since we were already at the store, went ahead and made my bought my Glock 17 Gen 5. It was like, why not just do it? Hobbyist. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Eastbound and down. We're not holding any cores, but we got some Caterpillar buckets. So there you go. I will try to do that, Master Chef. I will try to do that. I do have another phone call to a friend of mine in Australia to make. So, the 16-hour time difference, makes it a little bit difficult. So, I will try to time that and give you a call. I don't know if I have you on Facebook, so I don't know if I can send you through Messenger, but send me an email to thistruckerslife@gmail.com. Give me your number and I will do my best to give you a call as soon as possible. But I think my Facebook page link is also in my description on my YouTube page. So you should be able to get me through that. Cherokee Creek, here we go. This bridge right here goes southbound. Broken 4 plates and 3 bowls. Right at that bridge going southbound here at Cherokee Creek. So every pass south, like I gotta put it out in between the plates and bowls. I mean, just hit, you know, just rolling along at highway speed, not hitting it too hard. I just had to hit it just right, make it bounce and jump, and things clash together, and cabinet doors open, and blah blah blah. Oh well. Yep. Oh, that's right. Little bit of a mini stroke there on the memory. Sorry, Travis. Well, you know how that is. You know, you got so many people that you see on your Messenger, on Facebook, on YouTube. Sometimes it gets jumbled. Yeah, well, definitely hit you up, because I do have you on the Facebook, so probably just hit you through Facebook Messenger there. 9 miles, US 29, exit 106, Grover. But we're gonna go to the our stop here, do our load check, make a little note in the logbook, get some ice for a cool drink, and I think we will be set. All right, finally at the end of this mess. No, we're not. Still 55. That sucks. I thought we'd be done with this. And here's a wide load. I guess he doesn't like just doing the things correctly. Just left lane or right lane and speeding in a work zone. You know how many fines that is? You know what you're doing that? You're on permits. You're violating permits in so many ways doing that. But let's do it anyway, because I want to go just a little bit faster. I was hoping to be done with this stupid mess. Well, like I said, nice, you know, good weekend. Like I said, we went to Adventure Outdoors in on Cobb Parkway in Atlanta, well, north of Atlanta, you know, outside the actual city itself, but it's all Atlanta, you know. You know, my friend went in, you know, had lunch with my friend, fellow truck driver, works at Millis out of Cartersville, Georgia. He does regional work, so he's basically home every weekend. Went to lunch. Then he said he wanted to go to the Adventure Outdoors so he can buy a particular part that's actually the part that's registered with the government, whatnot. Because he has another friend that's going to be building him a custom AR-15, but he has to, you know, my friend has to be the one to buy that particular part, the lower, which has the actual registration number on it. All the other parts don't really matter for some reason. I don't know, but while he was in doing that, I walked around the store a little bit. You know, don't need interrupting on his private his personal information. And I respect my very good friend enough to leave certain things in his own purview. He doesn't need me knowing everything. He doesn't need anybody else knowing everything. So I have enough respect for my friend to give him the space to do that. But walked around a little bit, then went over to the HK, counter there. Looked at some of those. Looked at 6 Sours. Went over to I was really looking at that right then and there. It's like, might as well buy it now. Buy a handgun now. Get the training as soon as possible. Don't wait for really anything. Just go ahead and get it over with, get it done. It's not going to cost any more now or more than, any less now or less than, and it's just easier to get things done, taken care of, and we're good to go. It's just easy. So normally I would stop at this Flying J here, but the last couple of times I've been in here, they've had some real attitude problems. I mean, the only person to have an attitude problem when something's going wrong is me, the customer, not the employee. The employee needs to have like an S-eating grin on their face. Lie to me, make me think that you actually enjoy your job. I don't care if you do or not, make me believe that you do. So the last couple of times I've been in there, they've had a real attitude problem. I don't put up with that as a customer. So I'm gonna go up here, just a couple miles down the road to the other one, up here. Now, since we're gonna get over, I wanna get over without having to fight the traffic, since I have a space here. We're just about 3 miles out, so I'm going to get over into the slower lane, just so I don't have to worry about trying to fight to get over at the last minute. But like I said, so went ahead. I was going to get a 6 Sour to start with, but too many people were standing there, and it's like, I can't hold my friend up more. We've already been running around for a while, trying to find someplace for lunch, and the idiot at the Red Wing shoe store right across the street, or from where we were going to eat, they just honked me off so much, so I didn't do that. That's the only reason I was out.
Take exit 106 on the right.
Was to get a pair of boots, but since I couldn't do that, he had to go to the gun store anyway, so I just kind of decided, okay, well, nobody's over at the Glock, counter. I'll go over there, I'll talk to the guy, see what he recommends, and, make my decision based upon that. And so, looked at the 19, looked at the 17, and it was, okay, well, this seems like the best course way to go. I got a Glock 17 Generation 5, so the brand new, the newest quote-unquote model or iteration of it. Back tax and all the other jazz like that, any of the little fees they got. A carrying case, a small brush, a lock, 3 magazines of 17 capacity. So, it worked just fine. Nice, easy, simple process here in Georgia. I still need to go get my carry permit. That to use for training.
Right curve ahead.
Buy the range membership so I can just go anytime I want.
Speed limit reduced ahead. Rolling for warning ahead.
You know, I'm getting a family membership, so my eldest nephew can make use of it because he's home all the time.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
And plus, I want to get my sister.
Turn in the first right onto East Cherokee Street toward Groover.
I want to get my sister trained on the gun. Plus, also see if we can't get her one that fits her. But that way, they can go. And train on a regular basis. I unfortunately won't be able to get in until I can actually come through town and get over there whenever that's possible.
Bear right onto East Cherokee Street.
But I'm gonna go right in here. This Pilot is not as good parking wise, but they redid it, so the building itself is a lot better. And I've stayed here a couple of times, not as comfortable as I would like, but
Our destination
there you go.
is on the right.
Mr. Scott, how you doing, sir?
Turn in the first right onto East Cherokee Street.
All right, we got 156 miles to our next stop and our final stop for the day. But if you are in Atlanta, you're from Georgia, you want to have a good experience buying a gun, your first or your 23rd.
Turn right onto East Cherokee Street.
How about we shut up there? That'd be nice. Adventure Outdoors over on Cobb Parkway was a very good experience for me. We are in Blacksburg. Well, technically Grover, but Blacksburg, South Carolina. Get my own right down. So secondary backup to what it does. This isn't for my driver spec being backbone. They know what I'm recording. So 85 1 5 3 5 so far. Right, let's turn that off. We don't need to have flashes on. All right, so let's check our load or check our time. And grab a pair of gloves. Use my automatic winch bar. Even though I don't transport cars, I still use this for my winch. Quick tap. I can use the one more clip. Just give a quick walk around, make sure everything is still hanging on properly. The tires are back. Just right sound. So we got buckets. Everything looks right. All of our doors back here are still closed. They are. So we're gonna adjust our mirror here so we can actually use it as an extra. We still got a little ways to go. It's at 156 miles. Turn our Jake brake off. We don't need that while we're trying to run through the gears. And of course, Mr. Prime here can't be bothered to park. There's that was our truck brakes. Trailers are working just fine. So there we go. Give a quick little test of those every time we stop. It's just easier to check it. Of course, don't care about anybody else besides ourselves. Thank you very much. Well, like I said, we're only carrying